Okay, so earlier this month I had decided to purchase an iPhone 15 Pro Max. I made a video about that earlier as well because I wanted to invest in a device that will help me make better videos and better quality videos for my YouTube channel. And so obviously since I can't afford a standalone camera and I needed an upgrade on the phone, I thought of choosing an iPhone 15 Pro Max. I even pre-ordered the phone with one of the stores here in Bangalore, and I went down to the store on the 22nd of September. But unfortunately, I had to come back empty-handed. They didn't have any stock available of the iPhone 15 Pro Max on that day. I came back a little disappointed, but turns out it was actually a blessing in disguise. Now, I've been following a lot of reports and videos about this new iPhone 15 series since the day that it was launched and since the day that it's been available in the market. And obviously, there are a lot of reports about how these phones are behaving in day-to-day use. And because of all that I've seen in the last few days, I've now decided to purchase an iPhone 15 Plus instead of the Pro Max. Now, let me break it down for you to tell you why I'm making that decision. First of all, the price. Now, iPhone 15 Plus comes at a price tag of 90,000 rupees, whereas iPhone 15 Pro Max comes at a price tag of 1,60,000 rupees. So there's a difference of 70,000 rupees between the two. For the folks in US, in case you're watching it from the US, you have a difference of $300 between the iPhone 15 Plus and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. We here in India have a difference of 70,000 rupees, which converts to about $840 US. That's a lot of difference between these two phones in terms of price. Now, anyways, I knew the price difference when it was launched. I knew that the Pro Max costed so much. And even so, I had still made a decision of buying the Pro Max because obviously I thought you'll get better video qualities in the Pro Max version. And hence it costs that much because it's a better equipment, a better device. Yes, the camera quality obviously is a lot better on the Pro Max version. And I've read and heard about things like the ProRes, ProRAW, S-Log, so on and so forth. Now, to be honest, I am not an expert. I don't know what these formats are. I don't know how to edit those formats afterwards and make them look even more beautiful. What I did was I went to YouTube and then checked on videos that did a comparison between videos shot on the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus, which is the normal non-Pro phones, and the Pro phones. Now, when I look at those videos, to be honest, to me, it doesn't make a huge difference. They don't look very different. In fact, the persons making that video also mentioned that there's hardly anything that you can see as different between these two video qualities. You hardly can tell them apart. So if that's the case, if I am getting formats and options that I'm not really comfortable with, or not really aware of, or not an expert in, the video quality isn't going to be that much better, I started thinking, does it really make sense in investing for a better camera with 70,000 rupees? Well, camera is not the only reason why 70,000 rupees is the difference between these two phones. Obviously, there are other reasons. So what are those? Titanium frame. Now, I was a stupid person to think that the entire iPhone was made out of titanium, the sides and the back. But to my surprise, when I went down to the store, it turns out it's just the frame that is around the phone and not necessarily the back panel. So the back panel is apparently the same ceramic shield glass that's on the iPhone 15 and the 15 Plus. So you only get the titanium frame around. I've also seen some videos, unfortunately, that show that because of that titanium frame, the glass on the back of the Pro Max is actually more susceptible to cracks than it is on the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus. If you're thinking titanium is going to give you durability, unfortunately, it may not be so. Because while the titanium frame might hold up, the rest of the phone, which is made of glass, may not. Then, does it really make sense to invest so much into a phone with titanium frame? The other thing I've heard about titanium is that it tends to heat up a lot. So when you're taking videos like I am planning to do, it would be a bummer for me to, pause the video, wait for the phone to get cold, and then, finish shooting my video after that. So there goes the advantage of having a titanium frame. Apparently, there are more cons than pros of having a titanium frame on your phone. Okay, the third difference then is that the Pro and the Pro Max come with a action button that has replaced the mute switch on the other iPhones or the earlier iPhones. Now, if you ask me, like, I'm ready to spend about 500 to 1000 rupees more to get a shortcut button on my phone. But paying 70,000 seems like too much. I know that you're not paying that much just for that button, but it's one of those big things that's been hyped about, right? That you're getting an action button with the phone. I'd rather take a few more seconds, go open my phone and go open the app that I'm looking for instead of having a shortcut button on the phone. Like I said, cheaper, maybe I would have liked it, but I want to invest so much just for an action button. And the last and final thing I saw was the display. So apparently the Pro Max have 120 Hz display, which I hear from experts is really smooth and really nice. I've been using an iPhone 12 up until now, so I've been used to a 60 Hz display. So it's not like I'm gonna miss the 120 Hz display a lot, because I really don't know how smooth or how different that is. Also, I'm not that big into mobile gaming, so it's not like I'm going to use the mobile phone for a lot of high definition games. So it looks like I can live without the 120 Hz display and not necessarily miss it if I don't buy a Pro Max. So all of these reasons put together made me think that, is it really worth upgrading, and why not go for a 15 plus and make videos on that instead? Because if there's not going to be much of a difference between the video quality, then I might as well save that 70,000 rupees or $840. That's a lot of money, because I can get almost a new MacBook Air with that kind of money. Imagine like getting a phone plus a computer for the same amount that you're going to spend to get just one iPhone 15 Pro Max. That really doesn't make sense. I might as well get the phone and the computer, or the phone and a watch, maybe. Watch plus AirPods, in fact, and still save some money. So that's been my experience. Now, I make videos on personal finance and personal growth. Obviously, making a big purchase like this and spending some money on newer technology is closely related to personal finance. So I thought I'd share my experience with you guys in terms of what I learned. I was really lucky that the phone wasn't available, and it looks like I've saved myself from making a big mistake by making a big purchase. Let me know what you guys think. Have you purchased the latest iPhone 15 series? If yes, let me know in the comments section which one you've purchased and how has been your experience. Or maybe if you're looking to purchase one, let me know which one do you think you will go with from the new iPhone 15 series. Alright, if you like this video and this kind of content, please like and please subscribe. And I always keep saying, race only against yourself, because then you will always win. See you in the next video.